Right, today is Saturday, August 24, 2024. We're going to be fixing these trims, seat moldings for the 68. So during the week he got these soaked in oven cleaner, removed the anodizing coat, so they're raw aluminum now. Real simple. You guys seen the video I did before. Got a little cheap anvil, a couple hammers, a block, some 220, some 400, and then some miscellaneous grits all the way from 80 to 600 on Amazon, the DA. I'm gonna take them up to 600 and then I'm gonna polish them. So bring you guys back once I start fixing these dents. Okay. Bobby's been making too much noise. We couldn't record anything, but we got all the trim. This is the last piece, and it's been sanded with up to 3,000 grit. And I know on the last video I had a couple comments saying there's no need to go above 600, and I agree with that. But I think going above it, you spend less time on the buffer. You can stop at 600, but you're gonna have to spend more time on the buffer. And for me, if you're tall like me, you know, doing this, you know, you get tired on your neck. For me, it's easier to sit down and sand. Okay. Sit down and sand it to 3,000, and then this is that's a spiral sewn buffing wheel. It's at 3,600 RPM on this Eastwood 1 horsepower. So it's got brown compound. I already loaded it up. We're running kind of low on the brown, but when you load it up, this is a really small stick, but it doesn't take much. That's it. Do a little bit on this one. This is a loose wheel. Let me show you. So this is spiral sewn. You can tell by the way it looks. Spiral sewn.
It's more compact.
More coarse, but it's still soft. And like I say, brown rouge. And this is loose. It's more of a finishing. In the past, I've used the loose with the white compound on aluminum, but today I experimented and I put brown on it, so my pad is contaminated, but brown on the loose actually works better on aluminum than the white. So all brown on the spiral, brown on the loose, and then just a little mothers or whatever by hand. So like I say, 3,600 RPM. We're already loaded up, and this is 3,000 grit. You can see it already kind of has a little bit of a reflection. I'll show you how fast it buffs up. And that was what, like 4 passes.
Yeah.
So for me to buff this right now is probably going to be about 15 minutes, one piece. Probably spent about, well, it has some dents. As you can see, we repaired it. A little bit here, a little bit here, but mainly it was a big dent, a big area dent that we kind of pushed out and kind of finessed out. Like I say, when you try to fix these dents, you know, you can use any method really. The objective is for it not to be a dent.
Yeah.
You just push it out with your thumb. I have a window screen roller.
Yeah.
Roll it, massage it out, thumb, hammer, a sanding block.
I use my knee.
Whatever.
I use my
You just don't want it to be a dent. You don't need a Bobby's recording over there. You don't need to go buy a whole bunch of tools, man. You just use shit you already have. Use a socket. You can use an impact socket to roll on it, to work it out. The objective is you just don't want a dent, period. That's it. You don't need to go spend $400 on some kit You don't need none of that. All you want to do is work it out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna buff this on the spiral all the way, assess it, and then move over to the loose. So.
Okay. Bring it back in about 15 minutes or so?
Yeah. Right, so here we are. These 68 seat trims are polished. They're not perfect, but they're shiny. Considering how they looked before. So really, like I say, all you do is tap the dents out from the back. Use a block, because when you tap the dents out, you're most likely going to put little outies, and then all you do is block them down with a hard block, and then work your grits up, and then buff them. When you're buffing them, you want to be really careful because it'll slip out your hand.
Yeah. Tell me how we know.
Yeah, I had one of these. Actually, I can't even tell now which one it was. I don't know. One of these, I was using the loose wheel, went a little bit past the edge and it caught it, ripped it, but I was able to fix it. It took about 30 minutes. But the way you maintain these is I use this mother's polish or that white diamond metal polish. But since these are raw aluminum, they're gonna dull. They're not gonna stay, you know, bright. But being inside the car, they should last a pretty good while. Or you could just use Windex. But you know, this is an alternative to chrome. You can do it at home yourself. Would you use Easy Off oven cleaner?
Yeah, that's to take off the
remove the anodized.
On aluminum.
And if the part don't have any scratches or dents, it's just faded, you can remove that anodized with the oven cleaner sold at the dollar store, and then go straight to the buffer. You don't got to sand anything. If there's no deep scratches, if there's no dents, straight to the buffer, and it'll bring them back to life, similar to this. So I mean, that costs, you know, cheap. Cheap. I really don't know what a shop would charge, what a metal shop would charge to refinish these in this condition, aluminum polished. I have no idea, man, but at least $100 a piece.
I want to know how to, and we'll find out probably in the future, maybe, you know, how to re-anodize.
Re-anodize? They sell kits. Caswell sells kits. The problem is this is pretty big. So you would need a pretty big tub.
Okay.
But you can use a Rubbermaid tub. Look, Bobby over there, idiot. See, he shows up late, then drags ass. No, but Rubbermaid tub, they sell the kits. The problem with the anodized is it kind of dulls the finish.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it's a clear coat, but it dulls the finish. I mean, ultimately, chrome for the win. But to chrome these, to rework these and chrome them, man, I mean, probably $600, maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah, for a part that's gonna be in a car, ain't nobody gonna see.
Yeah, you really got to be bored with the car to
Gotta
chrome this.
chrome everything out. Yeah.
That's it, man. You can do it yourself. I've done a few of these. Like I said, they're not perfect, man, but you know, all right.
Yeah.
All right, you can do it yourself, man. Save money. Bring y'all back. I'm gonna go mess with Bobby now.